there's something going on with customer service in America. Okay, everything has changed. Whatever we had in the past, it's gone forever. Okay, there's nothing left. Whatever you used to have regarding customer service back in the day, it's gone forever. I'm gonna mention some issues that I've been going through, incidents, events, and I'm gonna start off with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin. What these people claim is that they're gonna solve your problems. That is not gonna happen. Okay, whatever is for you bet. I'll be back. Okay, ya regreso. Dame un ratito. Let me do the garbage. Voy a grabar un videito y regreso, ¿ok? Throw this away, otherwise it's gonna be... There we go. Give me so. They claim it was born to solve humanity's problem. Let's say that you want to create a water fountain in Africa. Well, that's a lie. They don't care about that. Okay, all they want is to get rich. Okay, all they want is to get rich. That is just not gonna happen. Okay, they claim, oh yeah, if you buy Bitcoin, you're gonna be solving a lot of humanity issues. Well, that is not true. All these people want is just to get rich, okay? They just want to get rich. Okay? That's all they want. There we go. Let me hold this, otherwise it's gonna... There we go. Okay, that's the first issue. Whatever was born out of greed, like Bitcoin, believe me, you might get rich, but you're not going to solve humanity's problems. That is just not going to happen, okay? Because you don't care. You just want to get rich. So what is these people telling you? Buy Bitcoin now, and you're going to be rich later. Well, that might be true if it works. But if it doesn't work, you're going to lose all of your money. Which I believe that is what is going to happen. Why? Because it's a digital currency that is being born out of greed, ambition, control, power. All these people want is to get rich. They don't care about you, man. Okay? They don't care about humanity. They just want to dethrone the fiat money, take over, become the new fiat currency, get rich, be on top of the world, and since you're not going to have any Bitcoin, they're going to have it all. So they're going to own your life. Okay, that's what is going to happen. You don't believe me? Be my guest. If that's what you want, I don't have a problem, okay? But that is what is going to happen. That's the only reason these people are buying Bitcoin or creating FETs, you name it. I mean, financial products, okay? This is a Ford Ranger 2006. We're going to talk about it later on. So, guess what? This vehicle is faster than yours, okay? It's almost 20 years old. I'll be back. So, that's the first lie. This Jack Mallers, Michael Saylor, I mean, even BlackRock, the Trump family, SoftBank, all these people investing in Bitcoin because they just want to get richer, okay? And they don't care about you. Do you think they care about you? They don't care about you, man. They just want to get rich and richer and richer forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever again. Okay? They will never think about you. They bought Bitcoin when you could buy a couple of burgers and a soda and a Coca-Cola. Nowadays, it's almost 120 grand per action. Yeah. So you can buy an apartment with the value of 1 Bitcoin. That's a scam. That's a scam. Why it is a scam? It's because it was born out of greed, man. It was born out of greed. Greed. And which is not the pursuit of happiness, which is written in the Constitution, okay? That's a whole different story. Greed. So, that's what you get. Ambitious people in power, if they make it, which eventually they will, if fiat becomes if Bitcoin becomes a fiat currency, oh, believe me, they'll get it, okay? Then we go to Progressive. That's the auto insurance company. And something else. And then some, okay? I had Progressive for 16 or 17 years. And I used to park my vehicle outside because at home we just had one spot. And we had 2 vehicles, okay? I got hit within 16 or 17 years, I would say like 7 times. I never made a claim while my vehicle was sitting, okay? Was parked. I never made a claim. Never bothered to make a claim. Never had an incident. Never had an accident. Okay? Nothing. I just pay for my auto insurance. Until something happened. There was an incident at my building. One of the owners, not even a tenant, an owner, got crazy and tried to vandalize my vehicle. So I made a claim. Unfortunately, this vandalization was kind of difficult, okay, because he had tried to blow up my vehicle, burning down the gas tank, okay? It was, I mean, it was in the news. Just say that it was in the news, okay? So when I took my vehicle to, I don't want to mention the dealership, to a Ford dealership, they said, no, we don't want to fix this because in order for us to fix this, we have to come out with a used gas tank because we do not manufacture a brand new gas tank for your vehicle. It's a 2006 and it's 2023. That was 2 years ago. So they say, we don't want to be responsible for your life, and we do not put in second-hand used parts on the vehicles that we fix, okay? It's all brand new parts, which I understand. I agree. I understand it's a huge company. They do not want to be liable. Okay, I understand. But then, okay, I took it to a sort of a Savage rebuilt car shop, okay, and they fix it. The problem is that these people, they were immigrants. They were just like me, okay? And just so you know, not only they were immigrants, they were American citizens, okay? Living in America for more than 30 years, okay? They have a great car shop, but they don't even, well, the son spoke English, but they just speak in Spanish, okay? So when they wrote my invoice, they didn't describe the issues. So when I made my claim with Progressive, it just mentioned painting and something else, but not the issue that I took my vehicle for to get fixed. So they said, we're not going to pay you. We're not going to pay you. We're not going to refund you the money that you pay for to fix your vehicle. And it was $3,000, okay? So they said, okay, not only we're not going to pay you, we're going to force you. Keep in mind, I've been having Progressive insurance for 17 years at that time. You will have to sign these documents. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? You will have to sign these documents assuring us that you will never make a complaint again. So this is going to be sort of a settlement. We're not going to pay you, but not only that, you will sign these documents where you will affirm and assure that this is it. We're settling the case. No money for you, but not only that, there's nothing for you in the future. And they were pressing me, pressuring me while I was having real issues with my wife. She's very sick, so I was taking care of her. So I couldn't deal with this legal situation with Progressive. So at that point that I said, I'm not going to sign those documents. Put somebody on the phone. On the phone, they had me recording an agreement, a settlement, where I will never make a complaint regarding my vehicle. Keep in mind, I had like 6 or 7 incidents of my vehicle on the street, and I never made a complaint. For the first time in my life, I was making a claim for $3,000, and since the car shop, the manager had written, and it was written in Spanish. And I say, you know what? I don't want to go back to this car shop and come out with a new invoice. That's way too much. So they forced me to record an agreement with them, settling the case on the phone by recording, where at that recording I insulted them, I cursed at them, I told them what they were doing, and the lady would just say, okay, I don't care. She wouldn't say, I don't care, of course, but she was just saying, who cares, buddy? We got you. That's Progressive, man. Those are the ones who make the commercials. You'll be surprised what they're after. They're just after your money, man. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. Metro PCS. Oh my God. This is a good one, okay? So, it's August 2025. Back in February 2025, for some reason, my phone got broken, okay? It didn't work anymore. The charger and some features of the phone were not working, okay? So I took my phone and I said, this is what I want to do. I want to buy a new phone. So they go, yeah, how much is the phone? I go, 2 ladies, 2 Spanish-speaking people, okay? So we were speaking in Spanish. So I go, so how much is going to be to get a new phone? And they go, it's going to be $380 for this phone. It was a Motorola, I don't remember the model. Well, that's way too much money for a new phone. I go, well, this is what you can do. Get a new line, and we will discount the phone 50%. So you will just have to pay $180 plus tax. And something else, I don't remember what else, and the setup, something like that. So it was like $220, $225, no more than that. That's the only option, and I go, yeah, that's the only option. I don't want to do that. I don't want to buy a new line. I've been with you for 23 years now. I don't want to buy a new line. Well, you don't have any option unless you want to pay $380. $380 for a new phone? I said, no way. I'm not paying that. Well, get a new line and get the discount, get the promotion. So I said, I don't want to get a new line. I disagree with this. I don't want to get a new line. Well, then you have no options. You got to pay for it. $380. But I have a good plan, I say. You're going to keep your plan. I've got a great plan. You're going to keep your plan. And I said again, I've got a great plan. You're going to keep your plan. Are you sure I'm going to keep my plan? Yes, you will. Well, it turns out the minute I did the deal with them, I bought the new phone. They added a new line, and they said, we're going to cancel this line within 72 hours. Come back, and we're going to cancel it. Are you sure? Are you sure? So I asked, are you sure? Are you aware of what you're doing? You're forcing me to buy a phone and then cancel it, and that's the only way I can get the discount? Yes. Wow. Is that legal within your company? Yes. Okay. Then I don't have a choice. I came back 3 days later. They canceled the line. They said they canceled the line. And then I found out that I was not at $100, but I was at $140 a month. But you said you were going to keep the plan. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. Well, in order to fix it, they couldn't fix it. Okay? Not only they couldn't fix it, I was the one who got involved with Metro PCS. They told me, I called Metro PCS, I talked to so many people, my God. Indonesia, Singapore, I don't know, people from somewhere else. They said, we're going to help you, don't worry. By the time I'm talking to these people, I'm looking it up on Google, how much the phone that they sold me was going for. Turns out it was not $380 plus tax, it was $169. So they lied to me from the get-go. They lied to me. That's fraud. So I called Metro PCS and I told them what was going on. And they said, well, we're sorry about that, to hear that. We're going to help you. Don't worry, we're going to take care of it. How long should I wait? Oh, it's going to take from 4 to 5 days. They never call me back. They never show up. So I called Metro PCS again, and they were able to reduce the price from $140 to $110. And I said, but I was paying $100. I don't want to pay $10 more. And even you just sold me a phone that will go for $169 plus tax. For $380, you discounted the phone 50%, and then you added the setup to $220. So you're ripping me off. That's what you're doing. And then when I talked to the lady, she said, let me do my job. And then I came back the next day and they said, we're going to pay for you the following month. So they didn't do it. So I had a nurse coming to assist my wife. So I had to pay for the month because I had to get in touch with the nurse. She was on her way. So they said they were going to pay for it, but I had to call Metro PCS and pay for it. By the time I went back to Metro PCS, they said, we're going to pay for you. No, I already paid. I had to take care of my wife. I had a nurse coming home. I said, okay, that's your problem. He said, that's your problem. We don't care about that. Okay, I said. So I was alone. I had no help, no nothing. I had already contacted Metro PCS overseas, because you got to go all the way to India, Pakistan, everywhere, and nobody helped me. Then I called and I said, you know what? You have to reduce this plan. I was at $100, now I am at $110. Don't worry, we're gonna call Mexico, and we're gonna have you at $100 again. And I told him, you lied to me. You said this phone goes for $380 plus tax, when in reality this phone only goes for $169 plus tax. So you're ripping people off. And they said, we don't care, we've got the video, we can show you the video, you accept it. So this is America now, okay? Keep that in mind. That's America now. That's what we have now. That's what we have now, man. I buy your house. You see the commercials on TV. I'll buy your house. Do you think that they care about you? They just want to buy your house. They go, I don't care in what condition it is. I'll just buy it. I'll just get it. No in between, no middleman, no nothing. You get cash. You get the money. They just want to rip you off, pay you peanuts for your property, and get away with it, remodel it, and sell it 3 times the price they pay for. Do you think that they care about you? Those beautiful ladies promoting those businesses on those commercials on TV. Do you think they care about you? I'll buy your house. That's America, man. It has turned into a huge scam. That's what we have right now. Okay? Then, that's the house. That's the property. Call the police. Call the police. Nowadays, you call the police, and believe me, whatever is going on, they want to make sure they have a case. If they don't have a case, forget it. There is a guy getting naked, showing off naked, impersonating a woman across the street where I live at. And whenever I call the police, this is what the police claims. He is entitled to do whatever he wants within the premises of the room he's paying for. Do that in Singapore. Do that in Thailand. Why don't you do that in Saudi Arabia? Why don't you do that in Israel? And watch what's going to happen to you. You're going to get arrested on the spot. That's what is going to happen to you. Here in America, you can do whatever you want. You call the police, and they don't care. So then, this is the problem. This is the message. If you call me again, you're the one who are going to get arrested. So they come with this wonderful idea. You're fabricating this. So the guy across the street, he just laughed. He's getting off. He gets off by getting naked, okay, and jerking off. Okay, he's renting all of the rooms of the hotel, the top rooms. He's renting all of the rooms. So payroll at that hotel, it's on him. He's in control of all of the housekeepers, front desk manager. He might be related to the owner. I don't know. But he's just getting off. And the police, when they talk to me, yeah, he's getting off. He's getting off by getting naked. And I don't know. Can you imagine that, man? That's America now. I have written letters to the governor of Florida, DeSantis, to the mayor of Miami Beach, to the mayor of the city of Miami, to no avail. No avail. No, and I'm not the one who's going to film, whatever he's doing. I cannot do that. That's against the law, man. To me, that's against the law, okay? Let's go, let's move somewhere else. I go to buy a pizza. So by the time I'm looking at the pizzas, the different kind of pizzas, mozzarella, cheese, Presley, this and that, that's one, pineapple, Napolitan pizza, Cilician pizza, whatever. How much is this one? It goes for $28. $28. It used to be $5-7, man. $28, and this is Pizza Hut, 9th and Washington Avenue, South Beach, Florida. So I go, okay, let me get this one. In a timely manner, it was ready within, I would say, 3 to 4 minutes, okay? So then she goes, okay. It was like $32. And then a tip of $3. So I bought a pizza for $35. $35 for a pizza. I don't know where you're, where are you now? Where are you from? Where are you looking this video from? But believe me, $35 for a pizza, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Let's go somewhere else. Every time that I go to a bank, usually, for some reason on South Beach, they will have a a transsexual clerk, okay, bank clerk. So by the time I'm asking, good morning, sir, it's a ma'am. So I go, no, it's a sir. No, it's a ma'am. And I get into an argument. And I don't want to get into an argument. If I see a man, it's a man. That's between men. I'm telling you, if I see a man, it's a man. You can say whatever you want, okay? If I see a man, it's a man. If you're a man, you're a man, okay? Either you're a man or you're a woman. You might have a different sexual orientation. I don't care. That's your business, not mine. But if I see a man and I say, good morning, sir, that's what I see. You can do whatever you want. You can even change your name on your ID. Alaska ID, Michigan ID, New York ID, Staten Island ID, California ID. You can change all of the names you want. You're still a man or you're still a woman. If I see a man and I say, good morning, sir, it's because I'm seeing a man. Not because I'm crazy, not because I should be in a psychiatric ward, and not because I want to fly to the moon. If I see a man, it's a man. Period. Fiverr. I usually do some business with Fiverr, but wow. Lately, you will get a scam by all these people, and the company will not protect. Whatever happens, they say, okay, you pay for this, you pay for that, then deal with it. And most likely they didn't deliver. Well, you still have to pay for it. But they didn't deliver. You gotta pay for it. You had an agreement with them. You don't want to fight. You don't want to argue. You explain what happened. You come out with a document, and they go, okay, this is what you have. This is what you got. We're gonna give you 1/3 of the money you invested. So you end up losing everything. That's customer service in America nowadays. That's an American company. I had to get in touch with, what was his name? Misha Kaufman. I contacted him and, hey, Misha, this is what happened to me with at your company. So he resolved the issue. Okay, he gave me some money back, 1/3. That was nothing. But still, I got some money. Well, that's America now. You get a scam very easy. Reverse mortgages. Tom Seller. That's a huge scam. I mean, older people. Yeah, they're very distant from their kids. Okay, they barely have a relationship, or they pass away, or they never had kids. They don't have any children. They live in their own property, but they are getting sick. Okay, and eventually somebody who looks just like Tom Selleck shows up. And guess what? They offer you some cash. Okay, you're gonna get, let's say, $900, $1,200 per month till you die. And then we keep your property. That's a great business, man. That person is dying. That person is 30 months away from a burial, from cremation. And you get a house, you get a property value, $285,000. And you just paid 2 or 3 years, and you get the property. That's America, man. Welcome to America. That's America. That's the country we're living in. I mean, I love America. Make no mistake. I love America. Look at this building. That's called the apogee. The apogee. That's America, man. Trust bank survey. So I had a great attention from a trust bank clerk. Okay. So he treated me very well. He solved my problems. He was very helpful. Okay. And all of a sudden, I go back home. I'm on my computer, and I see this trust survey, and I say, well, he was great. Let me help him out. So I start off by filling out the survey, and by the time I'm filling out the survey, keep in mind, I'm a psychologist, okay? I used to be a college professor. So by the time I'm filling out the survey, I see something weird. Whenever I give them my response and I click submit, a new survey is gonna show up regarding the very same cleric, but it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper, okay? From behavior analysis and Gestalt and cognitive psychology, is going all the way to psychoanalysis. And by the time I'm filling out the service, okay, this guy is lying down on a couch in Manhattan. So I have become his psychoanalyst. So by the time I'm filling out the 7th or 8th survey, this guy is about to go to jail. Okay, he is in a trial. He is in a trial. They were asking me extremely intimate questions regarding the cleric, and I go, this is enough. This is enough. Not only you're disrespecting your employee, but you're disrespecting me by throwing me against the wall and asking me all those questions. So by the time I was on the 7th survey regarding this clerk, I said, well, this is Big Brother, man. This is Big Brother. This is America now, man. This is America now. I used to work in the retail industry, and I used to deal with Walgreens and CVS customers. And you'll be surprised, man. Sometimes people claim it's the manager or it's the cashier, man. You'll be surprised how people behave at these drugstores. I'm just mentioning Walgreens and CVS, okay? My God, you wouldn't believe how people behave. You wouldn't believe, man. You wouldn't believe. They make the most outrageous claims, okay? Accusations. They will report you. They'll report you to headquarters just because they didn't get a promotion that had already expired. But you're telling the client, it has already expired. Yeah, but it was in my pocket. I know it was in your pocket, but it has already expired. Why didn't you use it? Yeah, but it was in my pocket. If it was in my pocket, that means that you have to redeem it. It has already expired, sir, miss, ma'am, whatever you have in front of you. And then, if for some reason you say, sorry, I can't help you, I'm calling the police on you. Well, that's America now. And I'm not going to mention the people stealing, okay? Shoplifting. Yeah, that's another video. Well, that's what we have. That's what we have. So, then I see these commercials on TV. I was watching this AutoNation commercial. And they were claiming, I want to buy, listen to this, I want to buy your old car. So I'm a good guy, okay? I'm with you. I'm with you. Look at that. Okay? That's the port of Miami. And that's the Miami Beach Marina, okay? So they go. So this is what they do, man. This is what they do. This is what they do. I want to buy your old car. Okay, you've got an old car. So pretty much you don't have a life. Not only you don't have a life, you don't have a future. Okay, you don't make money, or you don't make good money, or if you make good money, you have a horrible lifestyle. So I want to buy your old car. So they're telling you, not only I can remove the old car from your garage, I'm going to do you a favor. You're going to stop paying car insurance for a vehicle that you don't need anymore. But I'm going to get you started all over again, okay? With a new life by selling you a brand new car. So say goodbye to your old car and say hello to your new car. So I can change your life overnight. I just make a decision, boom, genie in the bottle, and your life is gonna change. So I said, awesome, that's what I need. That's what I need, man. I need a new car. I need a new car, so I'm gonna get a new life. And well, I've got a wife, so I cannot get a new girlfriend. So I'm gonna get a new life, a new God. I've got a God. It's up there. I'm the way, I'm the life, I'm the truth. John 14, verse 6. Okay. Nobody comes to the Father but by me. So you're gonna get a new life. Awesome. I'm all in. I'm buying a new car. There we go again. And then Chase Bank. Chase Bank, it has been my bank for 24 years now. It used to be Washington Mutual. Turns out we had some issues back in 2008. And Jamie Dimon, who couldn't solve the problem, he couldn't get out of the crisis, Chase Bank, he ended up getting by destroying the bank and taking it to bankruptcy. He got a $70 million bonus. $70 million bonus. So I've got a Chase account. And for some reason, I've got my resources in a different account, okay? And I keep an account with Chase Bank because it's attached to different, not businesses, but apps, services that I pay. And I don't want to transfer everything from one bank to another. So I was keeping that bank account, okay? But that bank account ended up, for some reason, being depleted, okay? And I just kept like $200, $300. And all of a sudden, they began to charge me $12 a month for not having $1,500. But when we had a crisis back in 2008, and we got the $700 billion from Obama in 2009, this guy got a bonus of $70 million, even more, okay? Correct me if I am wrong. So they don't have a problem charging me $12 a month because I don't have $1,500 on my bank account. Well, this guy, Jamie Dimon, got a bonus of $70 million. That's America, man. Look at that. So how do you like America so far? How do you like America so far? We fought at Normandy, and that was a huge How would I say that in English? Emprendimiento, that would be in Spanish. That was a huge effort of the American soldiers, mostly the Navy. And at that time, it was we. It was we. It was us. It was all of us. But everything has changed, man. Nowadays, it's not about us. It's about me. There is this self-entitlement that it's all about me. It's all about me. I don't care about you. I don't care if you have a problem. That's your problem, man. Who cares? If I can use you, I will use you. Whatever I can get from you, I'll get it from you. If it is not today, it's going to be tomorrow. If it is not tomorrow, it's going to be next week. But I'm going to get something from you. So there is no us. There is no we anymore. It's all about me. Me. And that's America nowadays. And that's what I'm going through with this Chase Bank. They're just taking the little money that I've got in that bank account. They don't consider that I've been with them for 23 years. They don't care. Give me my money, man. Give me my money. So I create apps. Let's go somewhere else, okay? So I create apps. And when you create apps, you have to have at some point a Google Cloud Platform account. Google Cloud Platform account. And I've got one. Let's go back home. So not only I've got one, but I've got my app developers that are from different countries. They have to get access to my account, okay? So for some reason, I've got this Chinese app developer. He's a great app developer, by the way. For some reason, he couldn't get access, and it's been almost 3 weeks now that he couldn't get access, okay? If he can't get access, make no mistake, I do not make any money, okay? I need him to be working on my apps, okay? It's a team. He is the manager of that particular app, okay? So this app is linked to the Firebase Studio of Google and the Google Cloud Platform. So I've been asking for help to Google for 3 weeks now. 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. To no avail. So 48 hours ago, or maybe 72 hours ago, I said, what is it that they want? So they said, we want your money. If you do not upgrade, at least, wow. Wow, that's a delivery guy. My God. If you do not upgrade, at least to the standard option, the standard plan, we're not going to help you. But it's been 3 weeks. I pay for this platform. I'm already giving you my money, man. How come you want more money? Yeah, we want more money. You have to upgrade. Otherwise, you're not going to get help. You're not going to get any technical support. So I said, okay, I have no options. So I have to pay. So I said, well, just pay for it, man, and get the problem solved, fixed. So that's what I did 72 hours ago. To my surprise, I couldn't get access. I couldn't fix the problem. I couldn't even chat with the technical support. So I said, well, something is wrong. Maybe it's taking a while. The setup is taking a while to get active, from disabled to active. And then I'll just wait. So 24 hours later, same issues. Nothing fixed. Got in contact with my app developer in China. And he said, Miguel, there's nothing going on, man. I have no access. So I go, okay, you have no access? So we got a problem because I already paid for it. So he goes, okay, let's see what I can do. So 48 hours later, nothing. So 72 hours later, I said, you know what? Go through the billing department and try to get in touch with them. Nothing. I did that yesterday night. Nothing. It's an AI chat box. You get in touch with nobody. You are in nowhere land. Nobody. You're talking to nobody. You're a nobody. You have become a robot. Okay. Nobody's answering it to you, and you already pay for the standard plan. So you're giving them more money. That's Google, man. They own you too. They've got a lot of money. So I said, you know what? You have to solve this problem today. It's Sunday. You do not want to start off the fourth week without fixing this issue. Well, yeah, I haven't had access, but my team has still been working on the app, okay? Not having access doesn't impede them from keep working, okay? We've been working. We have been moving forward regardless the impediment, okay? But still, it's a huge impediment because whatever you wanna test, whatever you wanna do this, that, you can because you have no access, okay? So I got in touch with the billing department and they wouldn't answer me. It was an AI bot chat, boogie. Oogie. There was nothing for me. They wouldn't answer. And then I began to write down just please help, period. Please help, period. Please help. And for some reason, a window showed up and it said contact support. So I hit on the window and it took me to a different chat. And a Hindu name showed up on top, Sivli, and he or she said, because you can't differentiate if it is a man or a woman when it comes to Hindu people, okay? From India. In Hindi, well, it was in English, but they speak Hindi and English, okay? And 1,000 other languages, okay? Just so you know. So she goes, Miguel, she mentioned my name. Oh, I said, a robot knows my name. That's good. If a robot knows my name, maybe God knows my name as well. He knows my name, by the way. He calls me Miguelito, okay? The Judeo-Christian God. So she goes, or he goes, Miguel, I see you've got a problem. See, it's been 3 weeks now. Please help me. Please help me. I see you've got a billing. No, I don't have a billing problem. I've got a technical problem. Okay, I can help you. I can still help you. What is the problem? So I've got everything ready, and I send this lady or this gentleman the issue and with a screenshot that had been given me by my app developer in China. So he or she said, okay, this is we can solve it. Don't worry about that. So this is what you're gonna do. Do this. So she gave me some steps. I already did that. I didn't get any access. Well, I see. Let's see if you've got the permissions. So and then she checked or he checked, and she saw that I had all the permissions available. So you've got everything, Miguel. I don't understand why you said that you are not fixing this issue. So then she goes, well, I see you have no access. I can confirm that you have no access. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna transfer this to emergency support team, technical support team, to fix this issue for you as soon as possible. It's been 3 weeks. And she mentioned it's been 3 weeks. And by the way, she said, I'm a human. So I started breathing. I was like this. to stop breathing, okay? I was about to have a heart attack, just so you know. So she goes, don't worry, Miguel, this is gonna be solved for you. And then she mentioned the word you. So then when she said you, so I exist. I was starting to think that I was a robot, that I was a bot, that I didn't exist, and that my life has no meaning and no future and no nothing, because I can make contact with a human being. So I said, I'm a human being. I woke up, I took a shower, I drank some coffee, so I'm still a human being. I believe I'm a human being. And I prayed this morning. So I'm a human being. So you might be telling me you're not a human being any longer, but I know I am a human being. Look at all those customer service problems, issues in America. So I know I'm a human being. And yes, I know what you might be wondering. Yeah, I'm a U.S. citizen. I might have a broken English, but I'm a U.S. citizen. This is my country. Okay, I love America just like you do. Okay, and that's good. We gotta love our country. Así que, there we go again. There we go again. So, what is it that she gave me at the end? She gave me hope. He or she, it doesn't matter. Hope, because for 3 weeks, I had lost my hope. I had lost my hope. I was lost, wandering everywhere and asking myself stupid questions. Is it worthy? Am I worthy? Do I have the right to be happy? Should I pursue this business? Wow. Look at this. Should I continue fighting back? Why is it that life is such a struggle? Why is it that we cannot be happy? Just happy. Buy a couple of beers and be happy, man. No, you can't. You can't. It's not available anymore. Nowadays, life is a challenge. And with this customer service in America, man, you gotta put on your boots and start fighting, man. This is what we're living in America. It's a battle. Every single day, it's a battle. Okay? It is a battle. There's nothing for you if you don't fight back. Somebody's gonna spit on your face. Somebody's going to stumble up on you and he's going to reproach you something or accuse you or something of something or hit you in the face. Somebody's going to do something against you. I remember being in LA, 1984, and you could walk everywhere and nothing was going to happen to you. Around the Hawthorne area, it used to be a good area. Nowadays, I've been told it's a terrible area. Okay, it used to be a great area. The Beach Boys, they went to Hawthorne High School, so I did, just for a summer school. Okay, I didn't attend. Well, I did, but I left. I took off. Okay, that's what we have. That's America nowadays. There's nothing for you. And retirement. Retirement. You better have a couple of bucks, okay? Otherwise, this is gonna be, pray that you do not get sick. Because the minute you get sick, it's all over for you. Unfortunately, my wife is sick. And I know, man. I know what is it to have a challenging life, okay? Yeah, we do have some resources. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's easier for us. Okay, we made some good decisions. That's the Ford Ranger. That's the Ford Ranger. That's my truck. There we go. There we go. that's my life. That's American customer service, lady. What about you, man? That's my life. And that's just, how many people are we in America? 335 million people? If you add up immigrants, it's going to be more than that, I can assure you that. Make America great again. How great is it for you? And we are Hispanic people bringing in not only our culture but our language to America. And I'm telling you as a Hispanic person, that is not good for America, okay? That is not good for America. You have to preserve the English language. We might take over. I'm telling you now, as I continue, that's the port of Miami. As I continue, I'm telling you, man, we might take over. You do not want that. America is going to lose its values, okay? What really did America great back in the day, okay? I can remember Jimmy Carter, great president, okay? God bless America. God bless you, man.